So this is called set list. I bet you knew that. If I were to write a set list, it would start with the poems about my disability, of which there are maybe 3, despite it being the elephant in the room for almost all of my life. My mom always told me to write about my disability, and I said I never would, and then I did. I hate it when she's right. I could follow it with poems about my parents, and hope that if I start with the one about how Mom and I don't agree on anything, and end with the one about my dad's dementia, maybe Mom too will forget about the first one, even though she hasn't ever heard me read it. I could spend a lot of time spending no time at all reading micropoem after micropoem, and I will not know how to end them without them bleeding into each other. Poems that take 5 minutes to write and 6 seconds to read are not for the stage, but I will read them anyway. I will read the poems about my son and motherhood, and I will not ever be able to express how much I love him, especially when I'm telling you how frustrating and stressful it is to be a mother, and how I only ever want to be alone. I could read the poems about you that you think are about someone else and hope that one day you understand that they have always been about you and will always be about you, even the ones that hurt. Then I will read the poems about my body and how my body doesn't feel like my body, and about stress and anxiety, and when I read them I will wonder if you are still listening, because my anxiety tells me no one is listening. I will read the poems where I love you. There are many. There are many more to come, as long as I can still write about the way you make my skin feel, and the way I feel drunk on the way you smell, and the way you touch me, and the way it aches when you don't touch me, and how I have never felt more at home than in your arms. If I were to write a set list, I would stammer through poems about sex and lust and love and you and goodbyes and depression. I would ramble stupidly between poems because I am terrible at transitions. I would read them on a stage and I would expect nobody to show up, but you would.